Hello, welcome back to Lena My Name, Luna the Moon, Luna's Tarot channel. And today we are reading for Prissy. Is that how you say it? I'm really sorry if I said that wrong. And we are looking into whether or not he changed his mind. And before getting into the reading, I will once again disclaim that I am not a professional reader. I do this as a hobby, so please just be kind and take what resonates and leave the rest. For me, tarot card, spiritual things aside, it is an opportunity for you to connect to your subconscious and your inner self. So please just let whatever feelings and thoughts arise and acknowledge them and embrace them. That's about it. Please consider to comment, like, and or subscribe if you want to, and communicate with me about your thoughts on a reading after you're done. And my contact details are available in the description box below, and I post personal readings every Monday to Saturday and pick a card readings on Sunday. That's about it, and let's get into the reading. So your tarot card is eight. Is that 8? I swear I'm getting so insecure about counting. I was confident at like one point. It is 8. Oh my god. Thank you so much. It's 8. Your card is 8 of Swords, and 8 usually talks about movement, speed, and or power. And Swords talks about intellect, reasons, and or communication. And it's an air card. So possibly this situation can have the characteristic of the element of air, or maybe it involves people of the air sign. And characteristic of air is light, hot, and wet, and air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So to think about the service meeting first, movement, speed, and or power, and intellect, reasons, and communication. So if possible, it's just okay. Since intellect, reason, and communication is in play, first of the most easy answer right there is to communicate with the person and just ask them what's going on. But if that's not an option, there's this one card in the moonology oracle that says like write down your thoughts. If you can't talk to them, if you can't like text them or just reach them, then journaling your thoughts is also a good option. And also, if you need to rationalize this thing, manifesting things aside, it's like I've realized that if you're writing things down, writing your thoughts down, sometimes you can rationalize things and like, oh, maybe that's why. Or because everything just jumps out, and sometimes things make a lot more sense when you're actually writing it down. Not sure why, but it does. So try that, and journaling things is also a good way of manifestation. So yeah. And also, since intellect is also in play, I feel like it's possible that somewhere within you might already know the answer on why he's doing this. Maybe it's some of your actions, behaviors, or maybe it's just because you guys don't match. And things like that. But let's take a look at the visual elements. So this card is about this person is being blinded and binded, and also they are being caged with a lot of swords. And so quite literally feels like if she was to even struggle and move, she can be like injured. So this doesn't necessarily has to be you, since this is like you are asking about that person, but like it can also be you, because okay, so let's think of it in two ways. Like there are two ways of interpreting this that I thought of just now. So first off, this person is like being either manipulated because they are blinded by someone and binded, so they're possibly manipulated, so that restricts their actions to meet with you again and things like that, because if they were to possibly do that, they might be injured because of whatever is on the stake with the other person. And it's also possible for, because like you can also see that tower over there, that's like it feels like there's some big people, like not physically saying, but like figuratively saying, like in terms of power, some big guy that's behind this person that's controlling this thing. It can go that way. Or another thing is that someone in this situation is emotionally unavailable because something that I realized just now is that I can also rate this in terms of like feminine and masculine energy, and I'm not sure if that's how those traditional terms are, but like at least to me, at my current state, feminine energy talks about emotions and like inner work and things like that. So emotions being binded, I'm sorry, that's like a boat outside, those ships. Anyways, it might be talking about them or you being emotionally unavailable, just like one of the parties being emotionally unavailable. And if it's them, they might have realized that either they can feel like they can have feelings for you and they don't want that because it was something physical, or like they feel like you want something more emotional and they are already emotionally unavailable, and like things like that. And maybe you can think more about those ways, but basically something about either the manipulated thing or the emotionally unavailable thing. It's because you yourself know more about the situation, I'll leave that up to you. And let's take a look at the divinatory meaning of this card. Some situations are truly perilous. Your hands are tied, danger surrounds you, and you literally or figuratively can't see a way out. Because this is the Suit of Swords, which represents our thought processes. Very likely, this situation is created or aspirated by the way you think about it. Doing the same thing and thinking the same thoughts increases the hold the situation has on you. The advice is like Houdini escaping from seemingly inescapable bonds. You can free yourself by quelling your rising emotions and thinking about the situation in a completely different way. So I'm not sure if this, you know what? It's what the card says. If you feel like it's reliable, just trust that. What the card says is just that. Don't try not to think so much about it. Free yourself from it, and you know what? If things are supposed to happen, it will happen. Just free yourself from thoughts. It's just kind of strangling you and just binding you to that person. But if that person's not there, there is a reason why, and there's also a lot more people out there for you. And that's about it for this card. Let's take a look at the moon. Yeah. Even the moon is telling you this. Nothing will come of this situation. It's a void of course, moon. So let's take a look at what this moon means. So in a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or the situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you're asking about. For example, if you're worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there's nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you can get a different outcome. Remember, the card can only predict what you're currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and beliefs. The attune to the moon is that I trust in my highest good. Additional meaning for this card is that the chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine and take time out. Meditate and contemplate. The teaching of this card is that the main definition of void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit word Om Namo Narayani, which means I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is time to just be. Yeah, so basically saying that, it's probably saying, like, what comes to mind right now, this person is probably either emotionally unavailable or they are tangled up in their own situation, so then they can't really commit into whatever that's possibly there, or there might be something further that might be developed and they don't want to get into that, they can't commit into that. And so just like let your mind go, stop thinking so much about this situation, because things, like, if things are meant to be, they will come around. And this card is saying that nothing will come of this situation and good things are, like, better things are around the corner. So please just let this person go, and better people is waiting for you. That's about it. I hope it resonates. I hope that it made sense, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please communicate with me about what you think of the reading, and once again, I post every Monday to Saturday for personal readings, and Sunday for pick a card readings. And my contact details are available in the description box below. And please consider to comment, like, and or subscribe. That's about it. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, and bye-bye.